Hello, I'm Mark Hill, the UK Managing Director of Renati, and I'm here at the amazing Battersea Decorative Antiques and Textiles Fair with Jane Walton.
Hello.
Who owns the ACE online marketplace Decorative Collective. So Jane, if you had to sell Decorative Collective to me in a lift, they call it the lift sell, go for it.
Because there's some fantastic dealers on there, and anyone who wants those dealers, you should buy my site.
And amazing stock as well.
And amazing stock. Yeah, I mean, I'm here today at the fair with a very good friend of mine, Maria at Duchess Rose, and she's just one example. And actually, one of the great things about marketplaces, all marketplaces, is that you should always keep an eye on them because there's so many dealers that come up. And I mean, Maria hasn't been doing it massively long. A few years, and she's a real rising star, and that's just one of the best reasons to keep an eye on marketplaces, I think, not just for the stock but actually to come across new dealers.
Because marketplaces constantly change, dealers are constantly uploading new stock.
Yeah, they are.
And stock
Every
sales
day.
And
every day. I mean, that's the great thing about marketplaces in particular. Stock goes on every day throughout the day, so people hop in and hop out all the time throughout the day. But yeah, it's the dealers that make these sites at the end of the day. I just run it, but the dealers actually make it.
Decorative Collective is one of the oldest online marketplaces and probably one of the first to specialise in decorative antiques, which are very much the bee's knees right now. Everybody wants them. When were you founded?
I think that's right, 2009. But yeah, I think the DC was the first decorative antiques, and obviously the fair is very much geared towards decorative antiques. There is some traditional here, but in the main I would categorise it as decorative antiques, would you, Mark? And 20th century. Yeah.
So what marks a DC dealer out for you?
Quality of stock, professionalism, experience, because at the end of the day, I represent them, but they also represent me. And I need to know that any clients using my site, they are dealing with professional dealers. And that those dealers know how to look after those clients and deal with any queries they might have.
Because we at Renati believe that you can have an online presence and a presence at a fair or a stand or a shop or whatever it may be. The two run very concurrently. One can never replace the other.
No. I mean, any dealer, I should think, will tell you that. I always say it's a slice of a cake. As a dealer now, you must have various slices in that cake. So you do a fair, you're on a marketplace, you have your own website, you're very proactive on social media, you do a bit of advertising, and any other kind of forms you can find. There's no one thing that will give you a fantastic business now. It has to be parts of various things. So yeah, absolutely. And Renati has come along probably at the right time. I think during obviously the last 2 years, our industry fortunately has done very well because people were at home and so they were buying. Renati has kind of just come along right at the right time to help dealers make their businesses and their lives a lot easier. So good timing.
So you're right, we were at home for 2 years and I'm a collector and I get the feeling you're a collector. So come on, what treasures did you unearth during lockdowns in the past 2 years?
Well, I actually have bought a few pieces off the dealers on my sites the last few years. A couple of paintings, and I don't know anything about art, but that's one of the reasons that you should buy from dealers you trust. Because, like me, if you don't know anything about art, but you want to buy it because you like it, you need to have confidence that you can buy from someone who does know what they're looking at, and that's why good quality marketplaces will help you kind of find those sort of dealers. Very important, very important. What about you? What have you found in the last 2 years?
So much. I think firstly for me there was the instance of actually seeing the stuff I had. Rather than just looking at it, I began to see it.
Yeah.
So I rediscovered treasures I had in my own house, my own collection. And on the other side of it, I couldn't stop myself. I mean, marketplaces like DC, there are so many out there that of course we at Renati deal with.
Yeah.
Board moments, a space appears on a wall, away you go.
I think the last 2 years for me, one of the standout things I bought was an Austin & Seeley recumbent, I'm not sure if it was a Greyhound, I think, or Whippet, I think it might be a Whippet, of Peter Arabesque Antiques, who is a phenomenal garden dealer, and garden ornament's always been my first love and always will be. And that's a keeper. That's staying at home. But yeah, it's tough when you look at, like, I obviously look at the site every single day, and it's quite tough because there's never enough money to buy all the things you want to buy. And for you, Mark, you know, you talk to so many people, you see so many people, you go to so many fairs. It's tough, isn't it? You know, you kind of owe to be Bill Gates at a fair, you know, but
well,
sadly
to have
not.
another house is my thing, basically.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, you need a bigger house, and my husband keeps saying, "Don't buy any more things. Don't buy any more things." But you know, there's always another space that can be filled, right?
Absolutely. And on that note, do you fancy a look round?
I do. And just a quick mention, I mean, this is Martin Johnson's, who's a member on my site, his items, and one of the dealers that we are actually hoping to persuade to go on Renate. I think it would be very good for Martin. And any dealer's business who is on various marketplaces, you make your lives a lot easier by joining Renate, because it's very simple to upload your stock on multiple marketplaces at the click of a button.
That's what we aim to do, to make dealers' lives easier, to unshackle you from the desk, and allow us all to go out and do what we love doing, which is looking and buying and sourcing fabulous objects. Speaking of which, let's go inside.
Thank you.